y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm Muriel, this is Nurse Muriel. To my new subbies, hey, how y'all doing? Thank you for hitting the subscribe button. We are growing. To my oldies but goodies, thank y'all for sticking around, watching. Some of y'all watch every video, and I greatly appreciate y'all for doing so. Y'all know I'm down in the comments, engaging with everybody. So anywho, so this is another video, y'all. We are heading in DD's. Y'all know this is like one of my favorite stores. I am bringing my daughter to get some interview attire. She has 2 interviews tomorrow, so I figured let's record this. Y'all know my daughter, she's a homebody, and so I feel some type of way with her going on interviews, but she is 20 years old, so I guess it is time. I just came to the realization that she'll be 21 this year. Anywho, so we about to head in DD's. DD's, y'all know this is one of my favorite stores. So y'all, she's just looking for like basic shoes for interview. I think these are cute. Y'all know these are my type of shoes. These are cute, y'all. Cute interview shoes, cute everyday shoes if you got like an office job. These are those same shoes in black, y'all. Some cute everyday, comfortable when you want to show your toes, y'all. When you want to look cute and very affordable. Which one would y'all have decided on? This and this with the black shoes, or this and this with the leopard shoes? Hey y'all, so we decided on the like gold shirt, blue pants, and the leopard shoes. I was so excited. My daughter let me pick out. She normally, when it's like important things like interviews or something for school, stuff like that, she always let me pick her outfits out, and she always got so many compliments whenever I pick things out. That blue was cute as well. I just, for some reason, I like the black shoes. Was, you know, it's like, what other color shoes can you do with it other than navy blue? And they didn't have any navy blue shoes in there. Me myself, I would have bought this shirt and the blue pants, and I probably would have worn some booties with them because the pants are like straight leg. But, and then it's still winter. Well, I don't know if it's winter time or not, y'all. It's like 73 degrees today, so I got on my slides. Purchased me another pair of shoes. You know what? I'm gonna stop spending my money. I gotta go to buy me some shoe racks, y'all. So I purchased another pair. If y'all saw when I was in DD's a little while ago, I found these in silver. Well, I found them in pink, y'all, and they were a whole $6.99. I'm getting ready for the summertime, y'all. I'm just getting ready. These are so cute, so comfortable, and just slide right on. But I need to really buy me some shoe racks because I buy too many shoes. Yeah, so I've been sending my invoices out to my clients. They've already started paying, y'all. I just love to get them notifications. Y'all just don't know. Also, I'm sitting here and I'm going through Facebook because, like I said, when I did my advertising for my business, I went into the different groups in Facebook for the community that I'm from, and they have like different, like, you know how you live in a city, but they have different like subdivisions or different rural areas or whatever. So each rural area has a community page, and so I advertise in those community pages. And I just saw one of the community, one of my customers, one of our clients, I call them clients, y'all try to be so professional. One of my clients, he was asking for a service in the area he lives in because he's not able to drive, and so he was reaching out to see if someone could provide that service for him. Y'all know me, I feel like any business, if you're fulfilling a need, then you will have a thriving business. And my guy was telling me about doing this business down in that area, that rural area. We were talking, he was telling me about it like a month ago, and he was like, yo, if we was to start this, we would really be killing the game if we would start this business in this area. And I thought about it, and I was like, you know, you are right, because it's so rural and there is nothing really down there. I don't want to give away too much, but when I say there's nothing down there, there are no restaurants. There are like people who sell food out of their homes, but there's like no restaurants. There are no gas stations. There's nothing down there. There are a lot of people in that area, and it's kind of spread apart. It's spread out. It's like a rural area where people have like 2 or 3 acres of land that they own, but there's a lot of people. There's people condensed in a wide area, And it's but there's nothing in that area. And I was like, you know what, he was like, we would kill the game if we was to open up this particular business down there. And I was like, yeah, you're right, we really would. We really would. So me and him, we about to brainstorm, y'all. We about to go in. We about to brainstorm. I just screenshotted that comment that the one of our clients made for the service he was looking for in that area, and I said it to my guy, and I was like, yo, we could do this. Like, I stay thinking about stuff like, yeah. Only thing with this particular job is someone would have to be there every day. Y'all know that's my thing. I don't want to show up anywhere every day. But if he's willing to stop doing what he's doing and show up there every day, I would show up, but I just want to show up every day. And if we were to open this type of business down there, I would think that we would need to purchase our land down there and put our home down there. For those of you who are new, I'm looking to purchase a second home this time around, though I want to get a mobile home because I just feel like I'm in the South, y'all. We got mobile homes all over here. They are just beautiful. That's what we do down here, even though we have hurricanes. I don't know why that's what we do down here, but there's a lot of mobile home living down here, and these mobile homes are beautiful. And for those of you who say mobile homes tear up, they this and they that, honey, I'm in a house. I purchased a 2-story home, and my home I'm having issues with not so much foundation, but I'm having issues with things. Oh Lord, I can't blame it on the house, because I'm having issues with like plumbing, electricity. Like, I'm having issues in my home, and I'm gonna have to spend the same amount I would have to spend in my home as I would on like fixing things in a mobile home. And I know people who have lived in mobile homes now for more than, like, they've had their same mobile home for like over 30 years. You know, you just fix it along as you go. That's all to it. And so, and mobile homes are being built better than what they were being built like in the 70s and early 80s and stuff. Like, these mobile homes, even if they're not built to last, and even though they're not built up to, you know, face a hurricane, there are mobile homes, a lot of them down here, that have been withstanding 30 years, 40 years. I have family members who lived in mobile homes when I was in middle school down here. And I'm 46 and they're still in them same mobile homes. I have family members who lived in mobile homes when I was in middle school, and they bricked in their mobile homes and you couldn't even tell it was a mobile home. Like, it's just, over time, you just do what you got to do. And so, anyway, not that I'm trying to sell y'all on the fact that I'm getting a mobile home, but this is what I'm getting, a mobile home. I'm getting me a nice cute little mobile home. Anyway, and I'm not selling my home I have now. That'll be my house for my kids to always have somewhere to go, and, you know, whoever decides to be in the house at that particular time, raise a family, do whatever they need to do. Yeah, so me and him, we're gonna start talking about maybe opening that type of business down there and just see how it goes. Applebee's, y'all. Got my Long Island iced tea. Hey y'all, welcome to another day. I have my daughter at her interview. This is her first interview. She has 2 interviews today. She hasn't been having much luck, y'all. She's been not so much getting, this is like the first interview she's gotten since she's been applying. Anyway, so I have her here on her interview. You know, she said she's going in with low expectations because she's been so discouraged lately. Every time she'll apply, like, she's been applying for jobs. She's been applying for jobs and she hasn't been getting interviews. Like, they'll send her something saying, you know, the position has been filled, and she's been looking at videos on people going for job interviews, and they'll tell, in the videos, the people will be like, they'll get on a job interview and the person interviewing them will tell them something like the job has already been filled or whatever. I'm thinking maybe, I don't know why bring someone in to do an interview if the job's been filled. The only thing I can think of is that they I don't know why you would do that. After we leave here, she has another interview. I won't say where we are now, but I will say that this is kind of her speed. It's a restaurant, but it's kind of her speed because it's not a, it's not really upscale, but you're gonna know how to act when you come in here. You're not gonna you're not going to act up when you come to this type of restaurant. So the customers here are, and I eat here, so I know the surroundings of how it is in there. And the customers here, they are, pretty pleasant for the most part. They're pretty pleasant, but it don't matter. She wants to be self-sufficient. She wants to be all them things, but she really don't have to worry. Like, she is my, she gets them off the bus when I'm not, when I'm still at work. Like, she really helps me a lot with him, so she'll never have to worry. Like, if she don't have a job, if she was to come to me and be like, Ma, can I get $1,000? Which I probably shouldn't put this in this video but she wouldn't even come to me and ask me that unless it was an emergency. But if she was to come to me and be like, Ma, can I get $1,000 to, I want to do so and so and so, she gonna get that $1,000. Because if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't even be able to go to work to make the money to pay the bills. So she don't really have to worry. I probably should put her on the payment. I probably should pay her for the things she do for her brother. So y'all, I just came back to tell y'all. So we left my daughter's second interview, but anyway, y'all know I'm trying to do right. I just told my daughter today, I said I'm going to eat 1 sub a day, and then I'm going to eat like maybe fruit on the side or something like that. Because y'all, my birthday is slowly approaching, and I might as well say quickly approaching, because this year is flying by, and I'm trying to get some of this weight off. So I done went and got my sub. I ate half the tuna sub, y'all. I put the other half in the refrigerator. And I was feeling hungry, but I said, you know what? I went ahead. I didn't even eat another apple. I was like, I'm just going to go home. I'm going to drink a bunch of water. Girl, so my other daughter in the car, she done got her a McFlurry. You want to say hey to the people? No. Oh. Anyway, she done got her a McFlurry, use her code, right? So I had strength. I didn't order anything. I had strength. I was like, nope, not gonna do it this bad. Y'all know I love ice cream. As bad as I want, I didn't do it. Girl, why do people rung her thing up wrong? They rung it up for an Oreo and not an M&M. We get to the window, the girl offered us a free McFlurry because they had already made the Oreo. Y'all, I'm not gonna turn down a free McFlurry.
Why you ain't blended? That's what I want.
I got to do better, y'all. Would y'all have turned this down even if y'all were trying to lose weight? A free McFlurry, would y'all have turned this down? Let me know.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all. So, anyway, so I just didn't come back and record from the other day. Well, just to let y'all know how it turned out. So my daughter was offered the position at the first place she interviewed. And y'all, she's kind of new to this. She's only had one job before, and I think she was 18. And she only lasted like 2-3 weeks on that job, and she stopped working. And this is my daughter, who's very much so a homebody. She doesn't have a whole lot of life experience. So anyway, she went on the first job interview. They did offer her the job, but she had another job interview lined up for like 2 hours, a couple hours after that one. And so she told the interviewer, that she would get back to him by 4 p.m., that she had another interview to go on. And so, she didn't accept the job right then. And once, she got back in the car, and yes, I drive her where she needs to go. She doesn't know how to drive just yet. She's practicing, but I'm that mother. I don't feel like children should be driving until they're at least 18 years old. That's just me personally. That's how I feel. So my children, I did have one child who, just used to take my car and go drive. So he kind of learned how to drive when he was probably 15, 16. Used to take, anyway, but willingly, but outside of that, I didn't believe in my children driving until they were 18, and she's past 18. She's 20 now. But anyway, so when she got in the car and I asked her how it went, she told me he offered her the job, but she told him, what I just told y'all. And I told her, I was like, you shouldn't have told him that. What you should have did was go ahead and accept the position, because you don't know how this next interview is going to turn out. You should have went ahead and accepted the position. And if the next interview, if you felt like that was a better offer, then called back and let them know you had a change of how you thought about it, you changed your mind, and you're not able to accept that position. You should have never told them you had another interview. You should never say any of that. And I say this because in normal circumstances, when you got jobs, just like if she was a nurse, I would be like, oh, okay, cool, you know, because y'all know we can get a job. We can be offered 10 jobs within 24 hours, you know. But in her circumstance, where she really don't have any work history, she's been looking for a job like for the last 3 months and nothing has come to fruition. She shouldn't have turned that down. And so I told her, call him back, tell him, you know, you thought about it and you think that position would be best for you. It's some with that, you know what I'm saying, because people in their egos, you know, he probably, you know, whatever, people in their egos, so it could have went either way. So when she called him back, she told him, you know, she thought about it, and you know, she's gonna go ahead with that position. And I could tell by the way she was talking, he must have asked her what changed her mind, and she, because I heard her say, you know, well, I thought about it, and I think this place of business will be better suited for me. And so, you know, I heard her say, okay, she got 4. I said, what did he say? She said he has 6 more interviews. Okay, so you offered her the job while she was there, but now that we weren't even 10 minutes away from the place, and she called him, and he said he had 6 more interviews. So his ego basically bruised because she didn't accept the position. Now he felt like he has the upper hand. So I told her, I said, well, you know what? Being that he said that, I said, because if he offered you the position, then what the 6 other interviews matter? He must have, you know, felt like you were a good fit for the job or whatever. And so I told her, I said, well, even if he was to give you the job now, being that you went about it the way you did, turning it down eventually, he probably will give you a hard time if you were to take the job, because y'all know how people can be with their egos, child. Anyway, so on the next job, she went on an interview, but her availability wasn't what they needed. They needed someone who was going to be able to stay and close, and she's not willing to stay and close. And so the search continues, y'all. Unfortunately, she still doesn't have a job. She does have money saved though, because like I said, she had a YouTube channel and she was saving her money, so she do have some money, but the money was kind of dwindling down. So I told her, you know, just keep putting out videos, and you know, hopefully, you know, her money, you know, she'll get views or whatever, her money come back up. I would share her channel, but she doesn't want me to share it. She likes to be behind the scenes and stuff. I think I even privated all the videos I have on my channel where she was on the video, because she just doesn't want to be out there like that. And her channel doesn't even have her face or her voice or anything. So, but yeah, that's what happened with that. After that, I went and I took my son to Applebee's. It was actually my son and my older daughter. We went to Applebee's, and then the next day was work. So y'all, I came here because I see my pay pending, y'all, and my pay is $300 less than what it was the last paycheck. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep doing this, because I looked over my pay stub, and y'all know I said on the last paycheck I wasn't carrying any dependents, so I went and added 2 dependents to it. That's not going to take effect till the next paycheck. So on this paycheck, $754 were withheld for taxes. When I looked closely at it, I realized, remember I told y'all I was withholding $100 for federal? Well, it's withholding $100 for federal and $100 for state. When I filled out my W-4, I don't believe I put that on there. I don't know where that comes from. I never pay more I never do an additional amount to a state. I only always do it to federal. So $200 were coming out of my checks for taxes, additional taxes, not just 100. So that's 100 of it is accounted for. So y'all remember I told y'all about me leaving work early. Well, come to find out, my supplemental pay, remember I said they gave a raise across the board for the nurses? Well, my supplemental pay, how it's calculated, it's 15% of my gross pay. And so with me leaving work like 7:15, 7:30, not staying until 8 o'clock, my gross pay is less, so my supplemental is less. So it's not set. And I asked someone, I said, will me leaving early affect my supplemental pay? And they told me no. Now, mind you, I didn't ask HR. I asked the coworker who told me to come there. I asked that coworker, and I asked that before I got my first paycheck. They told me no. Well, that's not true. My supplemental pay is based off what I gross on that particular pay week, and so my supplemental pay has been less than what our contract agreed upon, because the hours I actually work have been less. So that's another reason. Like on the first paycheck, it was about $70 less. On this paycheck, it's almost $100 less. Okay, my gross of hours work pay, y'all, my gross and hours work pay is about $600 less than what I was offered in my contract. This is where I think there's something that's not right. It doesn't show my hours worked on my pay stub, so I'm gonna have to get my boss to print those off, because I only work 3 days a week. The earliest I leave is 45 minutes early, so 45 minutes times 3, at the most, that's what's that, 45 times 3, that's like 2.5 hours. That's like 2.5 hours. So at the most 5 hours, and that's at the most, because sometimes I don't leave at 7:30. Sometimes sometimes I'll leave at 7:30. Sometimes I don't think I ever stay. I just really start staying till 8. Okay, y'all. So when I do the calculations, they basically say we're supposed to work 37.5 hours a week, which is 75 hours a paycheck. When I break it down, I'm supposed to be making like 43.5 an hour, which isn't a whole lot of money, but I still get my supplemental pay, which brings it to maybe about $52 an hour. So if I'm missing 5 hours and I'm supposed to be at like 43.5, that's like $200 and something. Why is my gross like $600 short? It ain't adding up. It's really not adding up. So I'm gonna actually go to HR and sit down with them, because look, what I made for the 70 something, I think I probably got like 72 hours. No, I probably got like 70, about 70, 75. So I probably got about 70 hours. What I made in 70 hours, bring home, I make that in 36 hours working through agency. So yeah, something. I ain't gonna be able to make it. So now I'm like, okay, so what bills am I going to pay? Because in my mind, all of the bills that I planned on paying, I'm not going to be able to pay that out of this paycheck. So it's like, what bills? Now I got to read, because I always calculate my stuff before I get the money. I always have it calculated and put in my phone what bills I'm going to pay. And I just go back to that, so that once I get my pay, I'm not like, just like, ooh, all this money, let me go spend. No, I have already outlined of what I'm going to pay. And I just go ahead and pay that right off as soon as I get paid. So I know those bills are taken care of. So I'm going to have to refigure what bills I'm going to pay out of this paycheck. Mind you, I still have to have some money to get me over until the next pay period. And then y'all thinking that, oh, she a nurse, she got a business, and like I say, my business money is not calculated in my expenses or anything at all. The money we have from the business, like I said, that's set aside for basically our retirement. So, and then the money that's in the business, even though it's me and my boyfriend, even though it's me and my guy, we still look at it like, okay, this is his portion, this is my portion. Even though, we do plan to move together and all that and have one household or whatever, but we still look at it like that. So I don't consider that money into any equations when it comes to my daily life. But like I was saying, I gotta refigure now, okay, what bills am I going to pay out of this? What bills am I going to pay out of that? Which I'll be okay. I still got my PRN. You know, I don't even count that money into really paying bills. That is kind of like my spending money. The goal was for me to be able to get rid of the PRN altogether. And so when I was talking to my coworker, like I've known her forever. She's the one that brought me on here. She told me her pay every 2 weeks at the minimum is $3,000 net. At a minimum. I'm getting almost $1,000, sometimes more than $1,000 less than that. If I was net, and then what she said her pay is when she gets paid, that's what in my mind I was thinking my pay was going to be around that. You know, it can be even a little less because I know I don't stay as long, but if she's bringing in like $3,000 every 2 weeks, then I was hoping to at least bring in like 25 had me straight, y'all. I don't even need no whole lot. I mean, I'm not gonna say who doesn't want more money, but I know I was leaving early, so 25 would have had me so straight. A paycheck of $2,500 would have had me, because I don't have a lot of. I mean, I got a lot of bills, but I don't have, like, my bills don't have me in a chokehold. I could probably pay off 2 credit cards a month, to be honest, and I only have 3. And they really have low limits. They don't have real high limits. I could probably pay 2 of them off in 1 month, pay something else off the next. Like, my bills are not, they don't really have me in a chokehold. But I won't be able to do what I was trying to be out of all of that besides my student loan by the end of the summer. And if I was at least bringing in $2,600 every 2 weeks, I could have accomplished that. Anyway, y'all, I'm going to close out this vlog, and I hope y'all enjoyed. I know it's so choppy, I might not even put it out. I might just skip to the weekend, but I don't want to go 5-6 days without putting something out. I'll see y'all later.